Canon didn't call this camera the 5D Classic, the people did. As a camera collector who frequently buys and sells cameras, I cannot say that there have been many digital cameras that have been a significant part of my photographic journey. But one camera that has been with me for the past 17 years of the ups and downs of my life has been this camera, the Canon EOS 5D, otherwise known as the 5D Classic. With this camera, I have welcomed new lives into the world. I've watched them take their first steps with this camera. With this camera, I have seen these kids grow right in front of my eyes. The Canon EOS 5D Classic was introduced by Canon in 2005, and at the time of its introduction, it was the most affordable full-frame DSLR on the market, and in fact, it was one of the very few full-frame digital SLRs on the market at that time. Its 12.8 megapixel CMOS sensor and 2005 era autofocus may seem antiquated and outdated in today's world, but that never stopped me from catching quick expressions of happiness, of disdain, of awe, and bewilderment, of brilliance, and of sheer joy. The 12.8 megapixel CMOS sensor never stopped me from capturing CCD-like sharpness and details. I've used the 5D on the streets, and its antiquated autofocusing system did not prevent me from freezing this skater in action, nor did it prevent me from capturing this bird in flight. I've captured famous singers. I've even shot a guy who looked like Axl Rose. Not the guy that you might remember with long hair, but the guy that you might know today with no hair. I've captured street artists and street photographers and the city nights. I've even captured bolts of lightning. Very, very frightening. Me. I've used it in jazz clubs where I captured jazz guitar legends and up-and-coming legends, and Beyonce's former drummer. Heck, I've even captured camera legends with this camera. I've taken engagement photos and couples kissing. I've captured cougars and owls and tried to make art out of nature. I've even captured Evil Dead trucks. The Canon 5D Classic may not be the most exciting camera to look at or to shoot, and it certainly lacks any modern amenities such as live view, focus peaking, 4K video, or anything like that. But to me, this camera always delivered the goods when it came to getting that picture. What the Canon EOS 5D did for me was to show me the true joy of digital photography. And at the end of the day, folks, isn't that what it's all about? Damn, guys, that was almost a tearjerker right there. Question that I hear a lot or read a lot about in regards to the original Canon EOS 5D Classic is whether or not the files are film-like. And a lot of people say they are. My personal opinion is, yes, I do see that. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I do see that. But one funny thing I just want to say, first of all, one funny thing I just want to say is that there are a lot of people who love the film-like qualities of cameras like the Leica M8, of which I'm a fan of. And they'll say that, oh, you see, CCD sensors are much better, more film-like. But these same people also love the 5D Classic, and they say that it's film-like. But sometimes I think they forget that this is actually a CMOS sensor in here. So if there was ever an argument to say that the CMOS can also do film-like image quality, it would be the sensor in this camera. All right, you guys, so the Canon EOS 5D, otherwise known as the 5D Classic, is a true camera legend, and it will be remembered for many things, such as raising the bar on image quality, high ISO performance for that time in 2005 was phenomenal. But I think the thing that it will be remembered most for is the fact that it brought full frame to the masses, okay? So when it came in 2005, it was the most affordable full frame digital SLR that you can get. And ironically, today, it is still bringing full frame to the masses because today it is the cheapest full frame digital camera that you can get. All right, so the prices are trending for the Canon EOS 5D Classic between $200 to $300. And you know, I've seen a lot of videos that say, is it worth it in 2022? And my opinion, I'm just gonna say it straight, man. Listen, you don't even have to ask that question. For $200 to $300, heck yeah, it's worth it, man. Come on now. It is a classic, it is a legend. It delivers on image quality. And for $200 to $300, not only is it a deal, but it's a steal of a deal for a full frame digital camera with this kind of performance. So I highly recommend the Canon EOS 5D Classic. Now, if you are used to cameras like the Sony A7S or A7S II, A7S III, or any of the newer cameras that can do like ISO 500,000, anything like that, don't expect that kind of performance from this camera, okay? You got to be realistic, all right? So you want the best technical image quality out of this camera, shoot at the low ISOs, between ISO 100 to 400, all right? But for me, the high ISOs are perfectly usable for what I like to do. I like it a little grittier. I like it to have a little grain, a little grit, and this camera works for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, a ride through time, man. So much of my life filmed on this camera. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. And if you got anything out of it, don't forget to like this video, click subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I know there are a lot of you Canon EOS 5D Classic owners, so I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your opinion on the Canon EOS 5D Classic. And don't forget to click on that notification bell, man. Come on, guys. You do not want to miss what I got coming up for you. So click on that notification bell and be a part of the Camera Legend notification club. So if you guys enjoy classic film cameras and classic digital cameras, stay tuned because I got plenty more surprises coming your way. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time on thecameralegend.com, and let's take a beautiful 2005-esque photo of you beautiful people. YouTube channel.
Cameralegend.com